Okay, so now we're moving on to stress. So, in stress, there are four main stresses in everyday life. You've got internal factors, external, personal, and occupational factors. So, starting in internal is kind of like your self worth, like how you think you feel. So, like if someone is under a lot of stress, they may feel that they're not good enough. They may feel that they're not up to doing something. May feel they're not, yeah, as I said, not good enough. And it also could be like memories. So if you have a bad memory of something, you can be stressed about that. So like if you got a bad grade on an exam, but you got to redo it, you start stressing, thinking, I gave my all in the last one. Am I good enough? Which links back into self worth. External factors. So you got things in your surroundings. So like some people say that find that the weather makes them stressed. So if they see like a wet day or a cloudy day, they start getting stressed because something's happened in the past that we don't know, but they just start to feel stressed about it. So personal factors as well, so family, money, health, and all that. So if you know that your, say, a family member's going through a rough patch, you can start getting worked up and wondering, are they okay? How are they doing? And same with your own health. You go, oh, I've got this problem. Am I going to be alright? What's happening? And money or financial status. So if you combine health and money, have I got enough money to pay for this operation? Like, what is going to happen to me and stuff like that. And finally, occupational. So this is kind of like your job, working conditions, your hours, your deadlines, your changing duties, all that sort of thing. As I said, basically it just means, am I doing the right job? Have I done this right? I'm not happy with these working conditions. My hours are rubbish. I'm not happy about it. You start getting, you work yourself up, and you start getting stressed out about it all. So going back to work, as a nation, Britain is working 48 hours in 1 week. The limit, I believe, is 35 hours. That's what France and most of the European countries do. Um, so some of the things you can find when you're working these hours is like your family and your illness start becoming a big problem. So when this happens, if you come home, you haven't seen your, say, kids all day, you could start getting stressed about that. Your wife could be on your ear, or your husband even could be on your ear, going, why aren't you at home? You're always at your job. You start getting stressed, and stress can make you feel ill. It can make you start getting things like hypertension, which we talked about earlier, which is a high recent increase in blood pressure. So you could just start getting worked up about everything. Your heart starts beating, and you can't get enough round. Heart attack as well. So again, just where if you're just overworking yourself, too much blood or too little blood, have a heart attack. And angina. So angina is the tightening of your chest, or you feel like someone's got a seatbelt or something tight wrapped around your chest. You find it hard to breathe, and you could like start fainting and things like that. Which wouldn't help anyone, because then you could go back stressing about your health and all these kinds of things. So yeah, so those were a few of the problems that you can find with stress. Oh, and you can like start putting on weight as well when you're stressed. You can find comfort eating. You might not be able to sleep very well because you're always overthinking every situation. Um, and yeah, this could lead to a few mental problems later on down the line. You could fall into depression. You could, or on the flip side, you could come straight out of it and realize that you don't need to sweat the small stuff anymore. You can just focus on other things. But yeah, those were a few facts and statistics and health problems you can find when you overstress.